no reputation, taking the form of a bond servant and coming in the likeness of men. To the point of death. We have to reach whereby we sacrifice for others. We have to reach a point whereby we love others. So that is what we looked at to corner in this race of salvation, in this walk of salvation. These are the things that we have to do. God is not just concerned on what you believe, but even in how you live. God is not concerned with just how you speak, but even in your actions, even in everything that we do. Let's choose to love. And we started another thing. We were trying to define what doesn't guarantee us to be successful. What doesn't guarantee that at the end of the 12 months we'll have obtained that thing. And one of the things Jana tuliangalia, it's that we say that it's not about spiritual experiences. It's not about the many long hours that you have prayed. It's not about the many things you have encountered God. Yes, they are good. Having those spiritual experiences, they are good. But if we don't have those things, ambazo tuko nazo, ambazo Roho Bwana anatukumbusha tunapaswa tukue nazo, we'll still fail. And from there we looked at from the book of 1 Corinthians 10 verse 1 to 13, ambapo Paulo anatupatia historia of the Israelites. He's telling us they were in the same cloud, they ate the same spiritual food, they drank from the well of Christ. But along the way some of them missed it. Along the way wengine walipotea. Hawa watu walikuwa wameona miujiza. Hawa watu walikuwa pamoja na Mungu wakati Mungu alikuwa anawakomboa. But these spiritual experiences, they were still not enough for them to see the promised land. So we really need, na tukaona as we were finishing jana, tulimalizia from the book of 1 Corinthians 10:13. Na tukaona yes, the temptations zitakuwa pale. Tukaona ndio kama Wakristo tutaweza kuwa tempted in so many things. But the Bible said that God will not give a temptation that is beyond us. The temptation, the distractions, the trials of life, they will not be beyond us. And we'll always create a way of escape. And I also say that in this walk of salvation, we're not just coaches, but you're also players. Because many other times, kama Wakristo, kama wahubiri, tumewahubiria wengine, tunakani kama ma-coaches. But the real thing we forget, we are also in that journey. That is why Paul says in 1 Corinthians chapter 9 verse 27, that I also discipline my body, that after I have preached to them, I may also not be disqualified. So there is a discipline that it takes. There is a discipline, child of God, we are being called to have. We must be in the forefront of the race. We must speak that what we do, we say. We must do that what we tell others to do. We must be the first people to show love. We must be the first people to extend that love. We are Christian, the Christ-like. Our lives should be an example to be emulated. And I want us to continue from there. What are the things that doesn't guarantee success? What are the things what are some of the poor finishers that even though walianza vizuri wali end up kumaliziwa? And I believe our timekeeper ko tayari. So we also continue. Jana tuliona about the Israelites. Today I want us to look at one man, Samson. I don't know if it was on Tuesday whereby tulisema wakati mwingine kuna vikwazo ama the weights ambazo tulikuwa tunaona ni vizuri kuziweka chini. And one of them I say that blessings. Sometimes baraka ni nzuri, bali pia baraka zinaweza kuwa kikwazo for us to go to the next level. If we idolize the blessings of God upon our lives, we may fail. So I just want us to look at this man Samson from the book of Judges 13. This is one of the person ambaye hata before kuzaliwa kwake, the angel of the Lord appeared to the parents, and he tells them, you are going to have a son. This son is going to do this. This is how the son should do. This the son shouldn't do. This is a man who had great assignment. This is a man that was called to do great things. This is a man that was called to be a deliverer. This is a man that was called to do mighty things for his people. And I'm speaking this because I know there are many of us, prophecies zimeachiliwa juu ya maisha yetu. There are many of us ambao tumepokea sauti kutoka kwa Mungu, and we have already been told what is going to come out of us. Tumeambiwa maneno mema, tumetabiriwa mema, tumeambiwa utakuwa hivi na utakuwa hivi. But I want you to know, child of God, also having a great assignment without discipline, it still won't make you succeed. We said yesterday, but yes, you may have the desire to be used of God, but the desire is good because that is which will push us to the next level. But without discipline, child of God, we will fail. For Judges 13, the Bible says, again the children of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord, and the Lord delivered them into the hand of the Philistines for 40 years. Verse 2, now there was a certain man from Zorah, one of the family of the Danites, whose name was Manoah, and his wife was barren and had no children. And the angel of the Lord appeared to the woman and said to her, indeed now you are barren and have borne no children, but you shall conceive and bear a son. What a mighty thing that the angel of the Lord is coming to tell the wife of Manoah. What a beautiful thing. And these are the conditions. Now therefore, please be careful not to drink wine or similar drink, and not to eat anything unclean. For behold, you shall conceive and bear a son, and no razor shall come upon his head. For the child shall be a Nazarite to God from the womb, and he shall begin to deliver Israel out of the hands of the Philistine. So the angel of the Lord is not just giving the promise. He's not just confirming that this woman will bear a child, but also the angel of the Lord is giving the condition of how not just the son, sio tu kile ambacho huyo mwana atafanya, mbali hata yule mama. And that is why we said, for every calling there is a consecration. There are where we have to live. There are where we have to do things. Just to jump to verse 7. And he said, behold, you shall conceive and bear a son. Now drink no wine or similar drink. There are drinks that you are not supposed to take, nor eat anything unclean. It's not every food that is for us to eat. For the child shall be a Nazarite to God from the womb to the day of his death. Then afterwards, we jump up to 14, 12, 13, 12. So the angel of the Lord ashamzungumzia Manoah's wife. And Manoah comes, just because of time, I know you're going to read this story, and I know most of us know this story. So after some time, Manoah comes, the wife tells them, but ikafika point ni kama huyu mwanadada ameweza kupata ile mimba. And they call again and they pray, and they tell, let the same angel come back and tell us what we are going to do. What are the consecration we are supposed to do? What are the things that you're supposed to do before even the sun comes? And even after the sun amekuja, what are the things that you're supposed to do? So as you continue down verse 12, Manoah said, now let your word come to pass. This is after the angel of the Lord appeared the second time. And Manoah said, let your word come to pass. What will be the boy's rule of life and his work? So there is a rule of life. There is a way. There is a requirement for each one of us. That is why when I